Now that Mojang has officially stated the Copper Age update is feature complete, I felt like now would be a great time for me to rank my favorite Minecraft game drops in order of worst to best. If you're new, Mojang changed how they go about updating Minecraft after the Tricky Trials update. They've said big updates are still going to happen from time to time, but have mostly shifted to multiple smaller updates a year. Thus far, we've gotten 7 of these total, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Make sure to leave your own personal rankings down below, and let's jump into this. First up for the video, we have what is by far the worst game drop Mojang has ever released, and that is number 7, the Bats and Pots update. Now, I wouldn't blame you if you've never heard of this before, because Mojang gave it a proper name way later after it dropped, but it's mostly known as that small 1.20.3 update that improved the bat texture and changed how decorated pots function. This technically is their first ever game drop, but I use the word technically only because they classified it as one after they announced game drops were a thing. Yeah, it's weird, but an interesting read on the Minecraft wiki. Regardless, this is the worst game drop they've ever done. Next up for the video, we have our next game drop for number 6, Armored Paws. Now, I want it to be known, although I have this as the second worst game drop of the video, I absolutely love this update as a whole. I think the addition of wolf variants is such a cool idea. Wolf armor makes your pets nearly invincible, which makes them good for combat, and the armadillo being a source of said armor and a great environmental mob is awesome too. With all that said, since this is a personal ranking, I have it so low on the list because I personally don't use wolves in survival. As a whole, this update has done great things for the game, but the features it brings are ones that I never interact with when I play. With that said, a feature I absolutely interact with all the time comes with the update Bundles of Bravery, which is at number 5. I know for many people this update was just one big nothing burger, but when you're playing in a brand new world, bundles are such a game changer. I totally get it if you have a world that's already established with things like ender chests, shulkers, etc., but as someone who has been playing an early game survival world, I didn't realize how much I'd use these things. Even when you're adventuring out and about in an in-game world, sometimes you can find bundles lying around in chests and they still end up being useful to you, which again is something I wouldn't be able to say about dog variants and dog armor. Now, this next pick might be somewhat controversial, but at number 4 I have Chase the Skies. This game drop falls in a similar category as Armored Paws, as it simply just adds stuff to the game that I myself don't really use much. Let's start with the good stuff first. I think vibrant visuals on Bedrock Edition is insanely cool, as it's nice to see Minecraft finally have built-in shaders, and when this comes to Java that'll be great too, although I'll probably just keep using complementary. I think the Dennis painting is a really good nod to the Minecraft movie and it looks great. I think the Tears music disc is good, the Lava Chicken music disc is high-key top 3 in the game for me, although I know some people hate it, and craftable saddles and improved lead mechanics are amazing. With all that said, the Happy Gas is just way too slow for me to enjoy. I kinda wish Mojang added an enchantment you could apply to your gas harness to increase the speed at which they fly, because watching the trailer for this update, you'd assume the Happy Gas would at least be faster than, well, this. Also, I'm not really a big fan of the locator bar. I think it looks fairly ugly, but I don't really play multiplayer that much, so it doesn't bother me as I don't really ever see it. But given the fact that Happy Gas as a whole are incredible for moving around mobs and boats, even though they're really slow, this update is pretty solid. At number 3, we have the Garden Awakens game drop. Now, I'll be the first one to say that this update wasn't perfect by any means, because even I made an entire video on why I think the Garden Awakens fell short of what it could be. In all honesty, of all the game drops that we're talking about today, this one had the most potential to be great, but just kinda fell short. That said, this update changed everything for me. While I find the Pale Garden underwhelming, it cannot be overstated just how game-changing the Pale Oak family of blocks is when it comes to building. The strip logs are by far my favorite, as they function as fantastic walls when building houses, and having the new resin blocks contribute to not only their own new family of blocks, but also some new armor trim variants is nice too. All this goes without saying that the creaking is one of my favorite mobs in the game from a design standpoint. I think it looks really cool, I think it's creepy, I love how it comes out only in one biome and how it functions whenever you need to kill it. But it's just a shame that the biome it's locked to isn't better than what it already is. For number 2, I'm placing the Spring to Life update. I know for many people, this update was absolutely worthless and they never cared for it. However, in my eyes, this is one of my favorite Minecraft updates almost ever. Although it doesn't add much in terms of usefulness like Bundles of Bravery or Chase the Skies, it completely redesigns Minecraft's overworld and made it 10 times more interesting to explore. With features like universal leaf particles across all biomes, to tons of brand new mob variants via pigs, chickens, and cows, alongside a massive slew of new flowers and flora, with even fireflies finally being added to the game, Spring to Life completely changed the atmosphere of vanilla Minecraft. We also got updated spawn egg textures, which are just a 10 out of 10 in my book, and overall, I look back on this update very fondly. It didn't add much in terms of raw content, but it gave Minecraft a brand new coat of paint that I wasn't ever expecting. Finally, at number 1, I'm sure you were all expecting it, the Copper Age update. Now, I really want to drive home the fact that I don't think this is recency bias. Lots of times when a brand new update comes out, people usually think it's better than it actually is until the honeymoon phase wears off, but I don't think that's the case here. This update brought so much good stuff. We have a completely new armor and toolset via copper, we received brand new variants of blocks like copper lanterns, copper chains, oxidizing copper rods, copper torches, and even copper chests. So for the people that were complaining that copper is useless, well, you kinda can't say that anymore. These copper chests directly interact with a brand new mob, which was previously a mob vote loser, the Copper Golem, which is an easy solution to inventory management as it uses the copper chest as a means to store items into regular chests at your base. We also got updated textures for dye, which just like the spawn egg textures, are just complete upgrades. And last but not least, we have the addition of the shelf blocks, which is going to change building as we know it forever. These blocks, as I've shown in my videos already, have a ton of upside to them in terms of both utility and amazing means of decoration, and truly have fundamentally changed Minecraft building forever as we know it. Overall, I do very much miss the big yearly updates that Mojang used to do. However, I'd be lying if I said that game drops are a bad alternative. So many of these updates have changed Minecraft for the better in many different ways that I never expected. These updates as of late feel like Mojang have listened to what the community likes in terms of mods and decided to make many of those vanilla features. Sometimes whenever I'm reading comments from the community, I see comments like, "I don't really like this update because it just feels like a mod to me," while at the same time, my content that covers mods is some of the most popular content that I've ever produced, meaning that people clearly like it. People have been saying that new Minecraft updates have felt like mods for years, and this goes back to the alpha and beta versions of the game, but I've always viewed that as a positive thing. I mean, mob variants, chest variants, shelves, falling leaf particles, fireflies, etc. were all things I never expected, and it's just so cool to see all of this come to Minecraft vanilla in such a short time. Anyways, let me know what your favorite game drops are in the comments below. Thanks for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.